So the question is why? Why JavaScript? Why you should learn JavaScript? Why JavaScript is becoming so popular nowadays? So if you are planning to learn JavaScript, or if you have already started learning JavaScript, then you are in the right place. I'm going to discuss each and everything on that. Also on the same context, I will discuss about full stack development concept and what are the advantages that you will get in full stack development concept over traditional web development concept. Also I will discuss, like, if you learn JavaScript today, then what are the options will open for you. Hi there, this is Gaurav. Welcome back with another video. Without wasting any further time, let's go ahead and jump right in. So we have been following a very simple, well-known and popular architecture for an application called three-tier architecture. So here we have a three layer. At the top we have presentation layer, at the bottom we have data layer. In between these two we have something called application layer. This entire stack, you can call it as a full stack. Now as a developer, if you can manage to work in each layer, then you can call yourself as a full stack developer. Now in three-tier architecture, the presentation layer also can call it as client side or front end. It is nothing but an user interface. It's nothing but a browser, like where we are presenting our content to user, where client is basically interacting. Okay, so after that we have application layer, also we can call it as server side. Okay, I will come to that later. Then we have something called data layer, that also we can typically call it as database. Database is where we can store our data related to any order, any customer, your name, and so on. So in between these two we have something called server side. Okay, now you might be thinking, like, what is the purpose of having server side? Okay, is it not possible to have an application only using client side and database? Very good question, and the answer would be yes. It is definitely possible to create an application using only these two layers. But using server side is nothing but providing an extra layer of abstraction where we can hide, we can write our business logic. See, we don't want to show our business logic to anyone, right? So this is nothing but an extra layer of abstraction. So in server side, basically we are preparing the content, either the content that can be stored in database or the content that can be delivered in client side, like in front end. So now let us understand the flow. Okay, so you can consider yourself as a client. So let's say you are in browser where you are basically requesting for one application, like let's say flipkart.com. So what happened, this request will go to first server side. Your server will first process the request based on the request or request type. Then it will request to database. Then it will fetch some content or data from database. Then it will prepare the content. It will process the content. It will validate the content, and then finally it will deliver the content to UI, like to front end. So this is what you can call it as response. So a very popular, well-known format that we have been using right now called JSON format. I will talk about it later. Okay, so this is one way. Another way, let's say you are submitting some form. So the moment you click on submit, one request will be created. This request will go to server side. Server will process your data. It will prepare your data. It will validate your data, and it will store this data to database by just requesting to database. Okay, at the end you will get a response from server as submitted. So this is how it's basically working. Okay, so here I'm more focusing on web development only. Okay, so now let us understand what is traditional web development, or I will call it as old way of developing an application. So a varieties number of technology or language, those are available in market, which we can make use of it in order to implement each layer. Like if I talk about client side or front end, then you should know about at least three technology, like three core technology. One is HTML, CSS, and JavaScript language. Okay, so if you're working in server side, there are many options are available, like you can work in Java, you can work in Python, PHP, .NET, Ruby, and so on. For database, here I am talking about SQL based, that is structured query language based, like Oracle, MySQL database, and so on. So where we are basically storing our data in the form of row and column. So you can understand there are many options are available to implement each layer. Okay, so let us talk about the problem with this traditional web development approach. So now let's say we have to implement client side or front end. Okay, so we need to have a developer. So we have hired one developer. This developer should know about HTML, CSS or JavaScript language, but he or she can use any kind of framework or libraries like React, Vue, Angular. I'm not commenting on that. Okay, but if we are expecting from the same developer to work in server side or database, then it is quite difficult, basically because there is no single language in between. So for the same developer to learn about server side and database, both would be quite difficult. So we need to hire a different developer. Let's say a developer who can work in server side, who knows about Java, Python, .NET, PHP, anything. Okay. Similarly, we need one more developer who can work in database like Oracle, MySQL and so on. So here you can see the problem, like we need to have at least three different developer in order to start with an application, and they can work individually, separately in their each layer. So this is the main problem. This is just because there is no single language and it is very difficult to learn all the layer. Okay, so that is the main problem with traditional web development, because currently we are expecting from one developer to work in all the layer, like as a full stack developer. See, I am not saying like it is impossible to become a full stack developer with this traditional web development approach. It is definitely possible. I have worked for my first 2 years as a full stack developer in traditional web development approach only. What I am saying, it is quite difficult and it will take time to learn, especially for beginner, because there is no single language in between. So that is where JavaScript will help you. In 2009, there is something called Node.js is born. So no doubt it was a great invention. So Node.js is basically a open source cross-platform JavaScript runtime. And thanks to Node, because of Node, we can run JavaScript code outside the browser in a different context. And as we can run the code outside the browser, so we can use the same language, that is JavaScript, for server-side development. So for client side and for server side, we can use same language, that is JavaScript. Now after that, there is an increasing trend to use a single language to implement the entire stack. See, we are expecting a single person to work in all the layer, right? So it would be very easy if there is any single language that can implement all this layer. So this single language is nothing but JavaScript. So let us see now full stack JavaScript web development approach. So here also we need to implement client side or front end, right? So we need to have a developer. So again we will hire one developer who can work in HTML, CSS and JavaScript language. Now because this developer has already worked in JavaScript language, so for him or her it would be very easy to learn Node.js, because in Node.js also we are using the same language, that is nothing but JavaScript. So this person only has to learn something more about like Express framework, some modules and so on. So Express is nothing but a third-party module or framework which is used to create a middleware based application. It is used to create REST API, and using Express it will take hardly 4 to 5 lines to create a web server. So now the same person can work in server side, right? So same person can now work in two layers, server side and client side. Now what about database? Okay, so if this same person can work in database, then I can call this person as full stack developer. Now in database, we will not talk about SQL based database. Here we will talk about NoSQL based database. NoSQL doesn't mean no SQL. It just means not only SQL. It is more than SQL. Okay, so here we can use MongoDB. It is one of the example. There are other as well. So MongoDB is a document based database. So here we will not store our data in the form of row and column. Here we will store our data in the form of document. This is nothing but JSON format. Okay, so now the same person can work in 3 layers. Why? Because JSON is JavaScript object notation. So here also we have to use JavaScript language. So I can call this developer as full stack developer. So now let me show you one big advantage that you will get in full stack JavaScript web development over traditional web development. So here we are storing data in database in the form of JSON, right? So here I have shown you one example. You can see how data looks like. So this is an example of customer order, okay? Now in traditional web development, you are storing the data in the form of row and column. Now after fetching data from database, okay, so in server side, you have to format the data in the form of JSON. Why? Because client side only support a specific format, which is JSON format, right? So in traditional web development, in between you have to format the data in JSON. But in this approach, you are already storing data in the form of JSON, right? So the moment you will fetch data from database in server side, this data will be already in JSON. So you don't have to format it again. What you can do, you can validate, you can process, you can do all kind of stuff. You can directly bind this data to client side. So in full stack JS web development, we are basically skipping that middle step. Like we are not formatting the data in JSON, as we are storing it in database in JSON format only. So this is the advantage that you will get in this approach. So now you can call yourself as a full stack developer. Why? You can now manage to work in all these 3 layers. So what is the common language here? Common language is JavaScript, and that is why JavaScript is so famous today, so popular today. And if you want to become a full stack developer, you should learn JavaScript today. Now let us see to popular full stack JavaScript web development approach. Okay, so those are currently in trending. So there you have to use specific technology for specific layer. The first one is called MERN-Stack. In MERN-Stack, in database, you will use something called MongoDB. Okay, in server side, you will obviously use Node.js. So Node.js would be common for all kinds of stack. Because of Node.js, we can use JavaScript in server side. Also, along with Node, you have to learn something about Express. Express is a framework that I have already discussed. So Express you have to learn only with Node.js. So at the top in front end, you will use React. So React is nothing but JavaScript libraries has developed by Facebook. Okay, so using React, you can create a very powerful, complex, component-based user interface. M for MongoDB, E for Express, N for Node, and R for React. Okay, so there will be one more popular stack called as MERN-Stack. So in MERN-Stack, basically the database part and server side part would be same. Okay, the only thing, like instead of using React here in front end, you will use something called AngularJS. So AngularJS is nothing but a JavaScript framework. So now M for Mongo, E for Express, A for Angular, and N for Node. So now you can imagine, if you know JavaScript language well, then how many options will open for you. You can work in client side, you can use any kind of framework, Angular, Vue, you can use React libraries, you can work in server side using Node.js, you can work as a full stack developer, you can work in particularly some stack like MERN-Stack, MERN-Stack. So that is why JavaScript language is very famous today. And I strongly recommend you go and learn JavaScript language today. I hope you got the idea like why JavaScript is so famous today, how it is going to help you to become a full stack developer. Also, how many options will open for you if you start learning JavaScript today. I have already created a video on Node.js from the very basic, like what is Node.js. If you are interested, then I'll give you the link in the description below. You can go through it. So if you have any doubt in this video, please let me know by giving a comment in the comment section. For more videos, you can follow my channel. See you on the next video. Thanks for watching. Take care. Tata. Bye bye.